everybody, and welcome to episode 20 of the Shinesparkers podcast. I'm Amanda Van Heil. I'll be your host. I'm joined here with Darren and Roy, and this month's episode is going to be a little different than previous ones. This one, we have some very special guests from the Metroid community taking part in a Metroid quiz, rounding off the year. But before we get to that, we're going to have a little bit of a group discussion. Now, everybody, please be warned, this podcast will contain spoilers from Metroid Dread. I know some of you want to avoid it until you play it for yourselves. Maybe you'll get it for Christmas and play it then if you haven't played it already. So this year, we got Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch, which has been absolutely amazing. We've also had some really cool content on the website, gotten to share a lot of different creations people have done. Roy, what have been some of your favorite things this year?
There's been a lot of great content on Shinesparkers this year. Some of my favorites, one of the first features that we did this year was a translation of 4 interviews that were on the original Metroid Japanese website. The interviews were with 3 Retro Studios developers, a maker of apparel in Japan, the director of the Metroid Fusion commercial, and a famous Japanese writer, Miyuki Miyabe, who shared her experiences playing Metroid. These translations were really cool, and I was really happy to get them up. Recently, we published an interview with Kynan Pearson, a former level designer at Retro Studios, who shared some really awesome stories from the development of Echoes and Corruption. We've had a lot of great spotlights and features as well. One of my personal favorites, which is one that I did, was the pottery pieces, where I broke a flower pot and painted a bunch of Metroid characters on the broken pieces, based on suggestions from people like you, Amanda, and Darren, and some other team members, and that was really awesome to share.
So for me, it's got to be Harmony of a Hunter Returns. It was so great to put that out for the 35th anniversary of Metroid. It was fantastic to get lots of people back together, putting out music for fans to enjoy. And congratulations again to everyone involved in that project. It was a lot of fun to put together. I guess I should probably mention Metroid Dread, considering that it's the first time that we've had a new 2D side-scrolling game in 19 years. Incredible game. Love it to bits. So happy it's here. And I'm looking forward to the future. I suppose next year we're going to be looking at maybe news on Metroid Prime 4. But this year has definitely been the year of Dread. Nintendo Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards, and it's been nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and we're hopeful. I mean, at the time of recording, this is before the Game Awards, so when this goes out, people will probably have the answer to whether it made Game of the Year or not. But we're hopeful that it'll make it. There's some really good games on that list, so we'll have to see. But for us, it was Game of the Year. It's absolutely fantastic. And just a big thanks to everybody that contributed a community spotlight this year. There was so many good ones I couldn't choose. And I also have to say as well, just touching on the translations there, Vectrex did a fantastic job at translating those, so well done to him. And I'm very excited for the content that we've got planned for next year.
Well, I have definitely enjoyed playing Metroid Dread. This has been so much fun, and it's the first time that I've really gotten to play a Metroid game when it was new and get to enjoy it with everybody else, and actually knowing other Metroid fans. It's either, okay, I just played this game, but I don't know another Metroid fan, or everybody else has already played it. So this was really cool getting to be on the same page as everybody, and it's been just, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And I'm really excited about it getting nominated for Game of the Year. That is so freaking cool. And then Harmony of a Hunter was pretty awesome, especially because I got to be in it. And I don't know, I'm super proud of that. And I like listening to it. It's just really awesome music. And then we've had just some really cool guests just on the podcast. I mean, getting to talk to the Orpheon is always fun because he's just really cool just in general and just a lot of fun to talk with. So like the last episode that we did was really cool, getting to talk with Eric Kozlowski, who has worked on Donkey Kong. And this is the sort of thing I never would have imagined I would ever get to do, like growing up, getting to talk to people who worked on like major Nintendo games. This is just unreal to me still. And I'm so lucky to get to do this show.
And I'm really happy that you're hosting this because I tried hosting this year as a one-off and it's hard work. May I never do it again.
Well, the only reason you had to is because Amanda hadn't finished Dread yet, and we didn't want her to be spoiled.
That is true.
Yeah, had I hurried up and finished Dread, we wouldn't have had this problem. I can't remember why I didn't get a chance to finish it. I had something going on. I don't remember what it was. Maybe another concussion. Who knows?
You took your time and you enjoyed the game at a pace that was good for you. That's what matters. I just didn't want you to
That's
be spoiled.
true. I did really enjoy the game. Like, really enjoyed it.
And you streamed it too.
I did.
I was watching some of your streams and, you had trouble with some of the bosses, but you got better and better and you eventually prevailed. And that's the thing with Dread.
And that's what I liked about the game is how, like, it really didn't... I mean, yeah, it took me a while to beat some of the bosses, but it didn't take long to try and figure out, like, what their movement patterns were. It's like, I went from dying immediately to, okay, I'm starting to last a little bit longer. Okay, made it to the next phase. Now let me figure out their patterns on this one. And I really liked seeing the progress throughout like each boss battle. I thought that was really neat. And it kind of made it more just rewarding than just like, as much as I love getting to just destroy a boss on the first try, like it made it more fun just the fact that it took me a while and just seeing the progress from the beginning to the end of it to be like, oh, this is nothing. Okay, cool. I got this.
This wasn't part of the script, but I do think that we should probably mention this. How do people find your stream?
So my Twitch stream is Panda Princessa. It's Panda with Princess and then an A at the end of it.
Yeah, you should definitely check them out. I was watching the Dread streams and I really admired just how you just didn't give up because it's a tough game. And I just appreciate you just did not stop. You were a machine. You just kept going and going and going, like for 3 hours or so. It was amazing. Like I was very, very impressed.
Oh, thank you. Well, I look at it like this. I've been pursuing an acting career since I was 12, and I haven't given up on that yet. So I'm not going to give up on a boss battle in Metroid.
Yeah, you were filled with determination.
Exactly.
What was your favorite boss?
Oh, that's hard. I love Kraid. Like, I don't know. I just love Kraid. And I think it's funny how, like, he had indigestion the whole time. And at least that's what I imagined, is that he just had really bad indigestion.
I just wanted to touch quickly as well on the excitement in the Metroid community as a whole. I've never seen the community so engaged and so happy and delighted that we've had.
I've noticed that too. It's like everybody has just like, it was like a bonding moment for so many people.
It was great to see.
Yeah, it really united the fandom, which, not to put a damper, but has historically sometimes been divided, but everyone really came together for Dread, and that's just amazing.
Yeah, it was a game that people really wanted to see, and I was surprised. My assumption was that people would have wanted to have seen Prime 4 more, but I think Dread just has... It's just the name Dread, and people know what that means, and they know how much people wanted it, and the fact that we've got it, I still think I'm in a dream.
It is hard to believe that Dread is real sometimes. I just remember looking at its wiki article and seeing how it was cancelled and thinking, are we never going to get it? And now it's there. There is fan art of stuff from Dread. There are lots of Let's Plays. There are people who are... There's a whole subreddit dedicated to decoding the Chozo language. It's phenomenal.
It had a big impact this year, didn't it? It certainly dominated everything. If you're going to talk about Metroid in 2021, it was Metroid Dread. Very, very happy. And congratulations again to Mercury Steam, not just for making and releasing Metroid Dread, but for having such a success story with it, and for winning Best Nintendo Game of the Year and being nominated for Game of the Year in the Golden Joysticks and also in the Game Awards, and hopefully more.
All right, well, next up, we have a special quiz where 6 contestants are aiming to answer as many questions as they can in just 3 minutes.
So, for our first guest, we have the Orpheon.
Hello, it is I, Fantoon.
Well, what do you mean? Where's Orpheon?
Oh, Orpheon. Well, I locked him away from the recording booth so he couldn't get in here. He seemed to be trying to do something very important, and I just decided to interrupt him, because that's what I do. I'm a ghost.
But we're supposed to be recording.
Recording what?
A quiz.
Oh, well,
that's
what
why
better
we're here.
person to quiz than an actual character from the game? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know, but we really want Orpheon. Can you like go and get him?
I'll try. Oh, well, you look at that. The door's locked and I can't open it. Oh, well.
Oh, we haven't got...
Looks like you're stuck with me.
We haven't got time for this. Okay, fine. So, so who are you?
I am Fantoon. It rhymes with cartoon, and I am also in Splatoon. Your favorite ghost boss from Super Metroid and Other M. Whoo!
Okay, Fantoon. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, I am a ghost. I used to work for Ridley until he kicked me out because I didn't do my job. And so that's why I decided to go and hang out at the bottle ship because I heard they had a vacancy. And I've just been floating in space waiting to see what else I can do.
Oh, well that sounds rough. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, right. I suppose we should start then. So, Fantoon, you've got 3 minutes to answer as many questions about Metroid as you can. Are you ready?
Yes, I am as ready as they come. I've had an eternity to wait.
Great. Okay, well, let's go then. Start the clock. What are the names of Samus's mother and father?
Rodney and Virginia Aaron.
Correct. In Metroid Zero Mission, what is the name of the post-game area where Samus obtains her fully powered suit?
Chozodia.
Correct.
People think my ship was there.
We're against the clock. Correct. First mentioned in Metroid Dread, what is the name of the Chozo tribe with the ability to control Metroids?
Toha.
Correct. How many bosses does Samus have to kill to reach Turian in Super Metroid?
4. I'm one of them.
Correct. Prior to the release of Metroid Dread, which classic Metroid title did Mercury Steam first want to remake?
Samus came back. Samus Returns.
That's wrong. Metroid Fusion. What is the name of the little girl Samus saved from execution in the 2002 Metroid manga?
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
What is the name of the little girl Samus saved from execution in the 2002 Metroid manga?
Cassandra, I don't remember.
Damara. Which Hollywood actress volunteered to play Samus in a hypothetical Metroid movie?
Brie Larson.
Correct. What was the name of the Metroid-themed attraction in the Wii U game Nintendo Land?
Yeah, Metroid Blast.
Correct. Ravenbeak donated the Morkin half of Samus's Chozo DNA. According to the Metroid manga, who donated the Foha half?
Grey Voice.
Correct. Who produced the first 3 games in the Metroid series?
Nintendo R&D 1?
Gunpei Yokoi. Who is Ridley named after?
Director Ridley Scott.
Correct. Who was the deleter in Metroid Other M?
James Pierce.
Correct. In Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, how many seconds can you stay in hyper mode before your PED suit auto-vents the phase-on?
30 seconds?
25 seconds.
Yeah, it does.
Name the planet that Samus traverses in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Aether.
Correct.
And Dark Aether.
When you fight Ridley at the start of Super Metroid, what can you make him do by shooting him 100 times?
Drop the baby Metroid.
Correct. Depicted in Metroid Dread, why did the Morkin slaughter the Foha tribe?
Because they wanted the Metroids.
Correct. According to the Metroid manga, why did the space pirates attack K2L?
Because of the Chozo?
A Floralite. A Floratlat, I can't even say it.
Yeah, a Floralite. Oh, K2L, I thought it was Samus. Damn it!
In Metroid Other M, who does the deleter kick into the lava?
KG. You never find his body.
We'll accept, that's correct. What is the name of the room in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption which referenced Metroid Dread in a scannable panel within the pirate's homeworld?
Ah, god damn it. The Metroid Biolab. I don't remember the name. What's in there?
Metroid Processing. Metroid Processing.
Damn it. Sorry.
That's okay. It's difficult. So, Fantoon, you scored 13 correct.
Awesome.
How do you feel?
I call cheating. Because I wasn't there for the majority of the series. How was I supposed to know?
Instagram or something? I don't know. Do you not have social media?
What's an Instagram?
I don't know. I think Orpheon has one. What's Orpheon's details in case people want to follow and check out his content?
Well, I believe he does have a YouTube channel that's just YouTube, the Orpheon, and then also a Twitter where it's Twitter at @the_Orpheon because he couldn't find of a better name to use at the time, and he makes funny memes and videos. I'm in them. I had a Halloween special. Check it out.
Well, that's cool. Well, thank you, Fantoon. That's great, and hopefully,
anytime.
Hopefully the Orpheon will be back soon to do a quiz in the future, maybe.
How do you get it here? No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, but Fantoon locked me out. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, the whole quiz.
Oh.
We're kind of done now, sorry.
Oh, darn. Well, thanks for having me anyways. I'm sorry for this issue.
No problem. You did pretty well, if that's any consolation.
Oh. Well, I'm surprised. Fantoon is completely unprepared for quizzes on the spot.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Well, I mean, you're welcome for the little I did, but thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye for now.
Okay, our next guest on this episode is Deadweight. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. Thanks for having me. I go by Deadweight. And if people know me from anywhere, it's probably doing a bunch of stuff for the Little King Story community, running a lot of fan content for it, writing the wiki and such. But I'm also a huge fan of Metroid. I've previously done a community, Shinesparkers community spotlight for a card-based Metroid game I did called Card Trade. I ran the account Make Up a Metroid Fan in the months leading up to Dread, and a few other things, like I've been a co-host on some of TorvusBolt's streams, so yeah, that's basically me.
Nice. So, we'll get started then. Start the time now. Which two bounty hunters are first fought together on Arctera in Metroid Prime Hunters?
Trace and Noxus.
Correct. What was Ridley's X form called?
It's not Neo Ridley?
Correct. In Metroid Prime Pinball, what area from Metroid Prime is the multiplayer table based on?
Norfair. Magwolf Caverns.
Correct. What fallen civilization was featured in Metroid Prime Hunters?
Olympics.
Correct. The multiplayer music in Metroid Prime 2 is a remix of which classic theme from a 2D Metroid game?
Green Brinstar from Super Metroid.
Correct. In Metroid Other M, what nickname does Anthony Higgs call Samus?
Princess.
Correct. Which Metroid game is the only title Yoshio Sakamoto was not part of?
Metroid 2.
Correct. Who wrote the Samus and Joey manga?
Pass.
What is the name of the Thoha Chozo that helps Samus in Metroid Dread?
Quiet Robe.
Correct. In Metroid Prime, what creature caused the water in the Chozo ruins to become toxic?
Flagra.
Correct. What is Sylux's affinity weapon in Metroid Prime Hunters?
What's its name? The shock one. Shock coil.
Correct. Which boss was fought in the Dark Aegon Temple?
Amorbis.
Correct. Who is the commanding officer in Metroid Prime Federation Force?
Pass.
Metroid for the Famicom was able to create a richer sound compared to the NES by utilizing a different sound channel. What was its name?
The Super FX chip?
No. Incorrect. That's for the Super NES. In Metroid Dread, what does the name of the EMI stand for?
Extraplanetary mobile multiform mobile identifier?
Correct. Which member of the 7th Platoon in Other M was afraid of bugs?
James Pierce?
Incorrect. Which Metroid Prime boss was the result of the Space Pirates Project Titan?
Thardus.
Correct. Okay, very good. You scored 13 questions out of 17 correct.
Ooh, I'm really happy with that.
Well, we'll give you the quiet rope one. We would have also accepted flat egg as an answer.
I so almost considered saying flat egg. I was this far away from saying it.
Well, that's all right. So, thanks for joining, Deadweight.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed this.
Of course, it was fun.
Okay, so next up we have Doeboy. Doeboy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I am currently a full-time Twitch streamer. My background in particular within Twitch, as well as just kind of a gamer in the past 5-10 years, has been a competitive Smash Bros. Player, and I am, of course, a Samus main. I've always loved Samus and Metroid, and even separate from Metroid, I just liked Samus in Smash. And so passion doing that over the course of a long time ramped up as I started to like Metroid more and like Smash more. But lately, I have been more so focusing on pivoting away from Smash a little bit and focusing on Metroid Dread, both just kind of general casual playthroughs, enjoying the story, enjoying the game for what it is. And more recently, I've gotten into Metroid Dread speedrunning, which has been a lot of fun. And I just am currently more on a path of just contributing overall to the Metroid community, which I've been loving.
Oh, that is awesome. So how is your Metroid knowledge?
I would say it's not the best, because there's some people out there who are encyclopedias, but it's pretty good. I can talk shop.
So we're going to put you to the test. You've got 3 minutes here to answer as many questions about Metroid as possible.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna take one sip of water here. I'm gonna need it.
Go for it.
And okay, big good luck sip. Okay.
Oh, you could hear that. That came through on the microphone.
Yeah,
that was
that
one
was
hell of a sip there. That was like a gulp. Okay, great. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Excellent. Okay, so start the clock. How do you defeat Dragon quickly in Super Metroid?
Shinespark.
Incorrect. Grapple one of the destroyed wall cannons. Which boss did Samus fight in the reactor silo during Metroid Fusion?
Yakuza.
Correct. Which bounty hunter is a member of the Diamond race?
Noxus.
Spire. In the early 2000s, Metroid almost got made into a live-action movie. Who was attached to direct it?
Pass.
John Woo. What is the name of the large armor suits used by the Federation Force?
I want to say exoskeletons, but that's probably wrong.
They are mechs. Which boss has residual data left over in Metroid Zero Mission and presumed to be scrapped from the game?
Pass.
Kroppenmeyer. Who was the composer of Metroid Samus Returns?
I think I might know, but I not off the top of my head. Pass.
Daisuke Matsuoka. How did Adam die in Metroid Other M?
Sacrificed himself with the ship.
Yeah, we'll give you that. Destroyed Sector Zero with himself inside it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Which American voice actor provided the voice of Rumdus in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption?
No clue.
Christopher Sabat. Why does Samus' suit change its appearance between the events of Fusion and Dread?
presumably, to my understanding, it is presumably because it is regenerating.
Correct. What does Samus need to collect through Metroid Prime Hunters to open the final area?
I do not remember that.
Octoliths. What are the animals that teach Samus how to wall jump in Super Metroid?
Edicoons.
Correct. What is the name of the weapon that Zero Suit Samus uses in Zero Mission and Metroid Other M?
Paralyzer.
Correct. What was the name of the developer responsible for creating Metroid Prime Pinball?
I don't think it was them, but it might be Next Level.
Ron, it's Fuse Games. In which area of Metroid Prime would you collect the Artifact of Wind?
Chozo Ruins. I don't know.
Sun Chamber. What happens if, in Metroid Prime 3, you get a game over in Corrupted Hyper Mode?
Repeat the question. If you get corrupted.
Sure. What happens if, in Metroid Prime 3, you get a game over in Corrupted Hyper Mode?
Pass.
Samus dies of terminal corruption, turns into Dark Samus. Which area of Aether was time? I'm going to give him one more because there was...
Yeah, it did start.
Which area on Aether was patrolled by quads?
Sanctuary.
Correct. Sanctuary Fortress.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Those were heavy.
You got 6 out of 17.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay.
No, that might be a winning score. We don't know. But you won't know until Christmas when we actually put this out.
Yeah. Man, wow. Some of them, I it feels so funny. I was so sure about Noxus, and then I was like, oh. And then I don't know how I didn't know Octolus. For some reason I thought there was some other whole item I was not remembering at all. But yeah, okay.
It's really difficult when you're on the spot.
Yeah. If you had said Kricken, I would have been right on that, but okay. All right, well, GG.
No, 6 out of 17, that could be a winning score.
We'll find out. Yeah.
We'll find out later. But thank you for your time today, Doeboy. If they want to find you, the audience, where can they find you? How do they look you up?
The best place would be twitch.tv/Doeboy. I'm also youtube.com/Doeboy and twitter.com/Doeboy. Any of those, pretty active on all three.
Whatever website /Doeboy, basically.
Or depending on what it is, sometimes it's /DoeboyTTV, but primarily /Doeboy for the big ones, for me anyways.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck.
Have a good one, guys.
Our next guest in this episode is TorvusBolt. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, sure. It's me, Torvus. I'm a lifelong fan of Metroid, with Fusion being my introduction to the series. And it ultimately shaped my taste for video games as well. I make a lot of content concerning Metroid, and in recent months, it's basically boiled down to 3 things. So twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, I present some Metroid trivia. And also, since August, I have made attempts to decipher the Chozo text featured in Red, forming a large group of people. And since March 2020, I have learned to speedrun various entries in the mainline series of Metroid. I'm mostly found on Twitter, where I post every day. I've made a lot of cool friends, such as Deadweight and Ico, and also grave enemies such as Gladrax, who clearly has a wrong opinion about the Varisuit in Frisian. So yeah, I find myself to be very comfortable in the fanbase, and I'm very happy to be here.
We're glad to have you here. So, we're going to ask you a series of questions, and you have 3 minutes to answer as many as you can. You can pass any that you don't think you can answer, and we'll start the clock now.
Okay.
Which Metroid game was reportedly the best-selling title in the series as of September 2021?
That should be Metroid Dread.
No.
What? Huh? Okay, I misunderstood.
Who was the survivor Samus saved during Other M?
Survivor Samus. I'll pass. I haven't come that far.
What did Samus have to complete to get her power suit back in Zero Mission?
She had to complete the spirit or the ruins test in Trosodia.
Correct. What caused Samus to develop her Metroid powers in Dread?
It was the contract with the Malkin, but it's also from fusion with the vaccine, so it's like connected there.
We'll give you that. Which of these bounty hunters does not appear in Metroid Prime Hunters? Sylux, Weevil, Candon, or Rundas?
Rundas.
Correct. In Metroid Prime, which artifact do you collect in the Phazon mining tunnel?
Is it the... Was it not the life giver, is it? Newborn?
That's correct. In Metroid 2 and Samus Returns, how many Metroids does Samus destroy in total, including larva Metroids?
Perhaps 47.
In Metroid 2, that's correct. We'll give you that.
Oh, thanks.
What color is Samus's hair in the original Metroid?
I would say green, but I guess it's blonde or something. Brown.
Yeah, correct. Who is Samus's voice actress in Metroid Dread?
Oh, I think it's Marcy Garcia or something. Oh, Nikki, okay.
Correct, yeah. In Super Mario RPG, Samus can be found sleeping in Peach's castle. Who does she say she's resting up for?
A Mother Brain.
Correct. In Metroid Prime Hunters, what do you have to do to reach the final boss?
You have to collect 8 octoliths and then go to Alinos somewhere to open up the portal or something.
That's actually incorrect. It was shooting the colored switches.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Which character in Metroid Prime 3 was voiced by Edwin Neal?
Oh, pass.
In the Nintendo Land attraction Metroid Blast, what is the name of the area that features a mechanical version of Kraid in its center?
Pass.
What is the space pirate facility in the Phendrana Drifts called?
Pass. Phase and Mines, I guess. Pass.
Only one location contains red Phazon. Where is it found?
Somewhere in Metroid Prime 1, I don't know what it's called.
Impact Crater.
Oh god.
So, out of 15 questions, you got 8 correct.
Aha, that's cool.
So, thanks for taking part in this today. Where can people find you?
Oh, yeah, so I'm mostly in Twitter with the alias TorvusBolt. And with the same alias, you can also find me on YouTube and Twitch, but I'm mostly on Twitter.
Thanks again for being a part of this episode, and talk to you soon.
Thank you for including me here. It was pretty fun.
Okay, and on to our next guest. Tell us about yourself.
Hey everyone, well, I'm Edward, the Metroid Trainer. I'm a YouTuber who does Metroid content here and there, from top 5s, like theories, lore, do reviews here and there. You know, just enjoy a lot of Metroid. Some big questions I like to answer off the top is my favorite game is Fusion, I don't hate Other M, and I thoroughly just enjoy every game for what they really are. And that's all I really got to say for the intro.
Well, it's excellent to have you. Thank you for joining us today. What's your Metroid knowledge like?
I feel like it's pretty good because I do a lot of research here and there for the videos when I do like the theories and the lore stuff, so I know a lot of random lore. The question is how common or how obscure is the trivia, because if it's a bit too obscure, then I don't know if I'll be able to do it well.
Well, do you want to find out?
I'm really down. I really love trivia regardless, so this is gonna be a fun time.
Excellent. Well, you've got 3 minutes to answer as many questions as you can on Metroid. Are you ready?
Man, if it has anything to do with names, I'm gonna be screwed, but I'm ready.
Okay, so we're gonna start the clock now. Which animal teaches you the Shinespark in Super Metroid?
The Koras.
Correct. Which creature is Geoform 187 better known as?
Oh no, that's Prime, isn't it? Right, Geoform. I wouldn't.
Against the clock.
I've heard I've heard this term before. I don't remember. A side hopper from the frigate Orpheon.
No, it's the name of Ridley. Which Aeon ability in Metroid Dread allows Samus to turn invisible to evade enemy robots?
That's the cloak. Oh no, names.
I'll give you it. It's the Phantom Cloak.
Phantom Cloak. It's like Ghost Cloak.
What was the ultimate power in Hunters?
Ultimate power in Hunters was the Omega Cannon? Right?
There was actually no power. It was a lie, but we're going to give you it.
It was about Gore.
We'll give you that one.
Gore was the... Yeah.
What does Admiral Dane say when the space pirates attack Norion?
You just had to say Admiral Dane. Damn.
Yes, correct. Who appears in the secret ending of Metroid Prime Federation Force?
Sylix.
Correct. Before development restarted, which studio was rumoured to be making Metroid Prime 4?
Bandai Namco?
Correct. What's the name of Trace's alt form in Metroid Prime Hunters?
Triskelion.
Correct. How many animals were present on Samus's ship at the end of Metroid Fusion?
Mama, Baby, 3, 5.
Correct. Which instrument does Samus play in the secret ending of Tetris on NES?
The violin? Or it's a big cello? It's a big stringed instrument, right?
Cello.
Cello, okay, yeah.
How many Metroid games do not feature Ridley as of Metroid Dread?
I know. This was something I looked up 2 weeks ago. Shoot. 2, 3, 4. But no.
Need an answer.
4.
It's 5.
Damn it!
Which
Hunters!
returning boss from the Metroid series could you fight after the post-credits of Metroid Other M?
Fantoon.
Correct. In Metroid Dread, why were the Emmy trying to catch Samus?
They were trying to extract her Metroid DNA because they were programmed. Yeah, they were reprogrammed.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
It's fine. Why did Samus go back to the bottle ship after the credits in Other M?
She wanted to get Adam's hat for the sentimental memories. Or helmet.
Adam's helmet, correct. Yeah. In Metroid 2, Return of Samus, how many missiles does Samus begin with?
The Game Boy one?
Metroid 2, Return of Samus.
10, 15, 10?
30. Which Aurora unit was the final boss of Metroid Prime 3 Corruption?
Helios?
It's 313.
313? Oh, Aurora unit. I thought, like, which rolling unit? Oh, Aurora. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that anyways. I wouldn't know the numbers.
So, Metroid Trainer, you scored 12 of 16.
12 out of 16. Is that... I don't know if that's good.
Well, we'll find out when we bring everyone together at the end of the podcast.
I'm happy I got at least 2 right.
You certainly got 2 right.
It's more than half, and I can keep my head up high and proud.
You absolutely can. Well, thank you for joining us today. If people want to find out more about you or follow your work, how can they do that?
Oh, well, the main thing you can actually follow for me is just my YouTube channel, The Metroid Trainer. You know, that's my main channel where I do all the Metroid content. But of course, if you like Discord, I do have a channel Discord, the Metroid Trainer Discord. It's always linked in my videos. And if not that, follow me on my Twitter as well, because I do a lot of Metroid tweets and also retweet a lot of people within the community and just interact with everyone. So yeah, just follow me on my YouTube, Twitter, or Discord.
Excellent. Well, thank you for taking the time to join us today, and good luck.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it, man. And I hope you guys have a nice time, and I hope everyone who's listening has a nice day too.
So our final guest for today is a member of the Metroid community. You might have seen her work online before. Why don't you introduce yourself?
So hi, my name is Isabel Brayman. You probably also know me as Metroid35 on various social media. I wear many hats in my day-to-day life, but probably one of my favorite ones is Metroid Fan. I am the admin of the Metroid35 zine, which released digitally on August 6, 2021 to coincide with the 35th anniversary of the Metroid series. And thank you for having me on.
You are more than welcome. It's fantastic to have you here. So how's your Metroid knowledge?
Well, I have played through all of the 2D games, but it's been a while since I've been through some of them, so... and I also haven't played the Prime games, but I've at least seen playthroughs, so I will do my best. So, we'll see ya.
Okay. Excellent. So we've got some questions for you today, and we want to see how many you can answer in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So your time is going to start now. Who is the final boss of Metroid Prime Federation Force?
Samus.
Samus Master Brain, we'll give you that. What creature does Samus help the 7th platoon fight at the start of Other M?
Oh gosh. That's the one I know the least of. It's Key Hunter.
Brugmas. How did the X set off the BSL station's main boiler?
It infiltrated the body of a scientist.
Correct. In Metroid Dread, what are the mother brain-like computers in ME zones called?
Central units.
Correct. In Metroid Samus Returns, which ability does Samus acquire after escaping the Diggernaut when it chases her?
Oh, a space jump.
Correct. What did Madeline Bergman affectionately nickname MB?
Oh gosh. Mother Brain.
Melissa Bergman. What caused Altaria and Catalyst to freeze over in Metroid Dread?
It was the experiment boss, Z57.
Correct. Is the wrecked ship in Super Metroid the ruins of the space pirate mothership from Zero Mission?
I think that's true.
That is no. Which Chozo acted as a father figure to Samus?
Old Bird.
Correct. Which ability do you need to use to view the infamous secret message in Metroid Fusion?
Shinespark.
Correct. In Metroid Prime Hunters, where did Samus first encounter Psylocke?
That one, I have no idea.
Vesper Defense Outpost.
Okay.
Who is Nintendo's producer for the Metroid Prime series?
Yoshio Sakamoto.
Kensuke Tanabe.
Oh, dang it.
What was the name of the soundtrack that came with the Metroid Samus Returns Legacy Edition?
Oh, gosh. That's the one that I wish I had, but I can't think of.
It's Samus Archives sound selection. What is the name of the Sky Fortress where Samus confronted Ravenbeak?
Itoresh.
Correct. How many power bombs in the stomach does it take to kill the Queen Metroid in Samus Returns?
3.
Correct. Name the production company that created Other M's cutscenes.
It wasn't Team Ninja. It was, I'm blanking on it. I give up.
D-Rockets. What is the name of Samus's final smash in the Super Smash Bros. Series?
It's not a hyper beam. I don't know.
Zero Laser.
Okay.
What does Ravenbeak's quote "Hadar Sen Ulman" mean?
Power is everything.
Correct. Okay, so you actually scored 10 out of 18 questions correct. How do you feel?
That's better than I thought, actually. Well, I feel like as though a lot of the ones that I didn't get were, ones that, like, the ones that I just haven't played a lot of, like Other M and Hunters and that kind of stuff, which I definitely need to go back and play. So, you know.
And it's also difficult when you're on the spot as well. You've got the pressure of a timer and all that kind of stuff. So you did good. Well done.
Well, thank you.
No, you're welcome. And if people want to follow more of the zine or like read more about you for that, for that kind of stuff, where can they find you?
Well, they can follow me on Twitter, Metroid35. There's also the Metroid35 Instagram, which is mostly just zine updates. And then I also have a personal account on Instagram, which is ilbrayman. And then I also have a website, ilbrayman.com, which desperately needs to be updated. So I will fix that in due time. But there you go. That's where you can find me.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and stay tuned to find out who wins the contest.
All right. I'm excited.
Thank you. Okay, so we have an interesting situation. We have a tiebreaker between Fantoon.
Yes, that's me.
And Deadweight.
Yeah, that's me.
So you both answered 13 questions correctly, so well done. You had the highest scores. However, there can only be one winner.
No!
It's all to play for.
So, congratulations, you two. We're going to present a tie-breaking question. This one is not timed. It doesn't matter if you get the answer exactly right. Whoever gets the closest to it will be the winner. And Darren will flip a coin to choose who goes first.
No, the suspense, it's killing me. And here I thought it'd be a singing contest.
Okay, so I'm going to flip this coin. Okay, Fantoon, call it heads or tails?
Yeah, tails.
It is heads. Okay, so Deadweight will answer first. And the question is, how many red flowers are there in the background of the noob bridge room in Super Metroid?
Yo, there's red flowers behind it?
This is a brilliant question. Wait, okay, let's do some maths in my head.
Just to clarify, we're not talking about the flowers that eat you. These are flowers in the background.
Yeah, not the Samus Eaters, just the decorative. I can see the background now. I can visualize it in my head. I'm just trying to remember how spacious and stuff it all is.
Yeah, okay. So do you want to give an answer then?
I'm gonna say, it's quite a long room though, isn't it? 12.
Okay, 12.
Is this closest without going over?
Just whoever gets the closest.
But what if I go over?
Well, if it's still closer, then that's fine.
Alright then, just for fun, I'm gonna say 20.
Okay.
I didn't even remember there was red flowers there, and I live near it.
The correct answer is 15, which means that Deadweight wins.
Let's go!
Yay!
Let's go! I'm actually so happy about this.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No problem. We haven't got a prize, and you don't win anything, it's just for fun. But well done anyway.
You get one ghost hug from me.
Thank you. I'll hug you back through the power of my imagination.
So thank you both for taking part in this quiz, and thank you to everyone who took part. Do you have any closing comments to make?
I do. I'd like to say thanks for having me on. I'm really glad I was chosen to be on this and play Little King Story for the Wii. That's it.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I would like to wish everybody a happy evening or morning or wherever you are. This was a lot of fun. You know what? I should have said bird magic.
You still can't. I'll edit that in.
Well, everyone, thank you so very much for joining us today and really for joining us all year. We've had such a great time putting this podcast together, and we're just so lucky to have the opportunity to do this, for all of you to be able to enjoy it. I really hope you're all enjoying it. I know I enjoy getting to talk to you guys. And also thanks to everybody who has been a guest on this show. It has been just such an honor getting to interview you guys and talk with you and just tap into your brains and hear just all of your amazing knowledge in gaming and all of that really cool stuff. And of course, thank you to all of you who took part in the quiz, because when I get put on the spot in a quiz, I know I blank and don't do very well. So I'm glad I wasn't playing, because if so, I would have just completely embarrassed myself. But really, everyone, thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
And for me, it has to be, and again, probably, actually, no, that was me. So I've messed up, so that's the very first one. I stumbled. Okay.
Awesome, I didn't stumble it once.
I was going to say, you've both been absolutely flawless. We're not going to have any bloopers. This is amazing.
I mean, I can make some bloopers happen.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
I can draw back on that concussion I had a couple years ago.
2 years ago now. Wow.
It's been a full 2 years since I had that concussion.
Well, you've recovered from it by now.
supposedly.
Presumably.
Like the last episode, having like who was it that we talked to?
Eric
I can't remember how to
Kozlowski.
say his last name.
Kozlowski.
Okay. Alrighty. I wanted to make sure I didn't pull a Monsters Inc. and say like Wazowski instead. All right.
We really appreciate having you on it as well. I mean, because I tried guesting this year. Not guesting, sorry. I'll start that again. They know how much people wanted it. And the fact that we've got it, I still think I'm in a dream, you know. My tap's going off. Hold on. There we go. Nice. Yeah, if that...
Yeah.
So, for the... No, that's wrong.
Don't worry.
This is going to go really well.
Take your time.
This is going to go really well today.
Take your time.
Yes.
My next appointment is like at 4 o'clock my time.
Okay, so we'll stop the recording.
Someone started drilling. I think the frick. I'm glad that didn't happen in the middle of the quiz at least. But
that's okay. Right at the very end, and I can probably remove that little bit at the end anyway. So you'll be absolutely fine. So our final guest taking part. Oh no, I've done that wrong.
Esto es un spike muy grande.
I gotta get it. I'm getting it to character. Don't mind me. I gotta get my funny. I gotta switch off serious Orpheon and going into Siri mode.
And we'll see you next mission.
See you next mission. Oh yes, brilliant, wonderful. That went really, really smoothly. Yeah,
Yay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, down the pub. Okay, I'm going to stop recording. This podcast was edited by Darren Kerwin, with music from Maserati and Paul Milliken. If you enjoyed the podcast, you can find more episodes at shinesparkers.net/podcast. You can also follow us on social media. Just search Shinesparkers on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. See you next mission.